If you're looking to add those last bits of carbon fiber pieces to the engine bay on your C8 Corvette, then this video is for you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So today we're going to be looking at the carbon fiber interior engine bay corner vents for the C8 Corvette. These are those pieces that are all the way forward on the actual engine bay, and it's kind of like a little dead zone area. There's not really much going on there. It's kind of just dreary and plain, and definitely could use something. So this is a really nice little piece that, if you're adding the extra details and you like carbon fiber, this is going to be a great add-on piece. So these come from Extreme Online Store, or EOS for short. So let's take a look what you get. A lot of foam on here. Alrighty, let's see. So, okay, so we're looking at, I believe this would be the left-hand side. I'm terrible with my direction. But this is one of two pieces. You get two pieces with this kit. And looking at the carbon fiber itself, it looks pretty good. Now this is an overlay type piece, and it does have one screw structural point to it, but it's held on with double-sided tape, as you can see here, and it's all laid out very, very nicely. So it takes the guesswork out of putting this piece. And overall, in the finish quality of this, it looks really, really good. As you can see right here, I mean, it looks top-notch from all different angles. So I can see one little baby imperfection here, but not really a big deal. You barely would ever even notice that kind of deal. It's like, and honestly, if with a little bit of buffing, it'll just come right out. So that's one piece. Let's take a quick look at the other piece. Alrighty, taking the other piece and looking at the quality of this one, yeah, looks really, really good. Everything looks exactly how you would expect, with a great finish on it. It's like a really, really nice clear coat. And it's got the double-sided tape, again, everywhere you need it to be, to put this on really, really quick and easy. Now with these pieces of carbon fiber especially, I'm going to go into my motto of definitely ceramic coating these pieces. And that's going to be especially important for this kind of piece, like in particular, because that engine bay gets pretty hot. That heat can have a very big impact on the carbon fiber in the long term in regards to yellowing it prematurely. If you guys have seen any of my older videos, I have the old GM carbon fiber vents there, and they are completely yellowed, like super, super yellowed, which is like, those are supposed to be the OEMs, the ones that are supposed to be fine, but they're not. So this piece in particular, I'm gonna definitely recommend ceramic coating these so that you can make sure that they last as long as possible, because let's be face it, with those engine temperatures and just the environment and stuff like that, these are very prone to yellowing, especially if you don't have a very, very good clear coat. So, and even if you have a high quality item with a good clear coat, it still would probably yellow. Doing the ceramic coating is just that extra little bit of protection that's going to make the part last longer. And in fact, I have a follow-up piece with this that I'll just already spill the beans. I'm going to be replacing those OEM vent pieces with EOS's versions of carbon fiber, so it all matches the same color tone of carbon fiber. I don't want to have that it's one part is yellow and then you have one that's actually, you know, looking like carbon fiber kind of deal. So, but overall though, I do like how these came out, and I'm really excited to put these on. I think they're going to be really, really nice. So these retail for $389.99, which is a really good deal for this kind of piece. It's a detailed piece that goes into the corner of your engine bay. This is one of those, you've already done everything else mostly to the engine bay, but that little area that just in the corners that you can't really do much, this fills in that gap to give you a complete look in that engine bay, so you can really show it off, and it looks really nice, especially at the car shows and all that kind of stuff. So for the price what you're getting, I think this is a really, really nice piece. So in any case, I'm going to stop talking about this piece, and we're going to go and install it on the C8 and do a little post review and show you how it really looks on the car. So let's get started. So this install is pretty quick and easy to do. All you need is some IPA or prep spray to clean the area and a T40 Torx bit. So first thing we need to do is clean the area. Use IPA or similar to fully clean the area. Next, we need to take the single bolt that is located most forward on the engine bay that attaches to the cross braces. You'll need to use a T40 Torx bit to remove, and it's good practice to place a towel underneath in the bay just in case the bolt slips out of your hands when removing and falls into the engine bay. It's a long bolt, but better to be safe than sorry. Next, we can do a dry fit test of the parts to get a feel for the positioning. The best things to keep in mind is lining up the hole where the bolt is going to go, along with the forward edge, which I found worked best. Next, you can remove all the double-sided tape backing on the part. I have big hands and I found it much easier to use tweezers to help remove if you're like me. Now you can place the part in the spot. Again, align the hole and forward edge of the part for best fit. Make sure to push down on the part only after you've ensured everything lines up, including reinserting the bolt through the hole to reinstall. Reinstall the T40 bolt. It's important to note that the hole clearance for the carbon fiber part are a bit tight, so you may need to apply a small amount of force to get it through the hole. Not a lot of force, but just enough to make it fit since the tolerances are a bit tight. Repeat again for the other side. So alrighty guys, so we have finished installing the carbon fiber corner cover piece for the engine bay on this C8 Corvette, and it looked really good. Now the install for this was not too bad. It was a little bit challenging just trying to make sure to get everything lined up on the first try, mostly because of that single hole that you have to take a bolt out in order to install this on. The hole's a little bit tight for the bolt to go through, but it does go through. You just have to make sure everything is lined up correctly. If you do that, you're not going to run into any kind of issues getting the rest of it lined up. So originally when I was trying to install this, I tried to line it up using the back edge. It's actually easier to line it up with the forward edge. That's the side that is closest to the cabin kind of deal. It is actually easier to kind of fit it in that way and then lay it down kind of deal. Just make sure that the hole specifically lines up correctly, and then try to get that all lined up and then place it all together, and it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I kind of realized that after I did one section and then did it on the other section, and it was a lot easier to do. But overall, I think it's a great one of those last details for the engine bay to really spice it up, especially if you're trying to go to like car shows and stuff like that. It definitely does fill in that little void that you have going on at those corners, which if you're trying to go for like the maximum effect, especially using carbon fiber, it's a really good piece. So I definitely would recommend it. EOS did a really good job with the final finish of it and everything, and the fitment is really good. So if you're interested in this product, I'll have a link in the description below so you can check it out. And if you like this video, please check out any of my other product review videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.